Present here. Kali Yuga Pavan, Kali Bhaina. Kali Kukura Kadan Jadi Chao He Kali Yuga Pavan Sri Sacinandan Bhagwan Gadadharam Padana Samadhan Advaita Prabhujita Bhagwan Nimai Vipambara Srivata Ishvara Bhagavad Samokita Gora Hariya Chaitanya Pujayika Nama Pravatana Gora Grahi Chaitanya Samaki Kudamayika Sarvalakshan Pr Ramananda Bhushan Veera Rupan Savardhana Sanatana Padana Harivasa Moda Dhira Rajarasa Bhavana Dushtamachita Sapatviganata Uttavasapalana Dushtaganatadana कलभक्ति दूषण राम कलियुग जय सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। If you want to be rid of influence of dog-like personality of Kali, then just sing the glories of beautiful son of Mother Sachi, Sachinandan. He is the savior of Kali Yuga Pavan, and he is Kali Bhai Nashan, destroyer of all the fear caused by the age of quarrel. He maddens Sri Gadadhar with his name, Gadadharam Madan. He is treasure of the life of Nityanand Prabhu, Nitya Pranandan. He is the most worshipable object of Sri Advaita Acharya, Advaita Prabhujita. He is affectionately named Nimai by his mother due to being born under neem tree, and he has been named Vishwambar by his grandfather. He is the only lord of Shiva, and he steals the heart of all assembled devotees. Bhakta Samoha Chora. Lord Chaitanya is the moon over Nadia, Lord of Sri Mayapur Dham, Mayapurishwar, and the divine propagator of his own name, Nama Pravardhana Sura. He is the instructor of family men, Grihajana Shikshaka, and he is also the hero of those who are in the renounced order, Nyasi Kulanayaka. He is the husband of goddess of fortune, Madhava, and he is overflowing with ecstatic moods and sentiments of Srimati Radharani, Radha Bhav. Lord Chaitanya is the corrector and purifier of Sarvam Bhattacharya, Sarvabhauma Shodhan, and deliverer of King Prataprudha, the source of nourishment of Sri Ramananda, and he is a great hero, Veera. Increases the ecstasy of Sri Rupa Goswami, Rupananda Vardhana, his maintainer and protector of Sri Sanatan Goswami, Sanatana Palana, gladdens Haridas Thakur, Das Modana. He is a very grave. Lord Chaitanya is the source of all transcendental melodies of Brajadham, Brajarasa Bhavan. He is the destroyer of all mischievous and wicked mentality, Dushtamadasha, and he dissolves the mundane lust of the deceitful, insincere soul by his causeless mercy. He maintains and protects his pure Vaishnava devotees, Siddha Bhakta Palan, and he chastises dry speculative knowledge, Shushka Jnanatadana. He destroys pretentious and hypocritical devotion, Chala Bhakti Doshana, and he is a reservoir of pleasure. Now, ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः तदा वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुताकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजनतां सगन्धरत्नान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं हरिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यं श्रीराधा कृष्ण Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini Namo Mahavadanya Krishna Prema Pradaya Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratrishe Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagate Gopesha Gopati Radha Kanta Namaste Sapta Kancana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Govinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama. Today I really need mercy. There are two parallels have come. So today we are continuing the book is there, chapter 8, Avtaras are going on. So last time we discussed what is the difference between incarnation and uh, expansion. Yeah. So what is the difference? Uh, mm, mm,
They are like expansion only. They are Vibhinamsha,
mm.
but they are expansion. How can we say that expansion are only in spiritual world?
So no, not in spiritual world. As I told, na, that Ras Leela when they were going, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so he expanded himself, even in Jagannath Puri. So it's not that in spiritual world only, but in one place I'm telling. In one place expansions are there, but incarnate means from somewhere somebody comes to that place. That is incarnation. So avtaras, there are different avtaras we are discussing in elaborately. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given for us. So actually, how Lord comes just for our sake. Actually, He loves so much that He incarnates here, and Jiva is also His part and parcel. Mami Vamsha Jiva Loka, Jiva Bhuta. So we are also part and parcel of Lord. So so we have to see that connection. What is that? That and but the thing is that all are coming from Lord only. Everything is coming from Him only. Everything is there. Bhumi Rapo no Noi, Khammo no Budire. So not only Jivas, but even everything we are saying, Pancha Mahabhut, everything. So that is His expansion only. That's why He says, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Matta Sarvam Prabhu. And just by surrendering to Him, we can be really satisfied and happy. So, so that is the thing. So here we are. Which paragraph? Lord then pointed out. Okay, read. Huh?
Then pointed out that there is no limit to the Saktavesh avatars, that but that some can be mentioned as examples. The Saktavesh incarnations are of two kinds, direct and indirect. When the Lord comes, he is called as Sakshat or direct. Shaktavesh avatar, and when he empowers a living entity to represent him, that living entity is called indirect or Avesh incarnation. Examples of indirect avatars are the four Kumaras, Narad, Prithu, and Parshuram. These are actually living entities who are given some special power by the Supreme Personality of God. When a specific opulence of the Supreme Lord is invested in specific entities, they are called Avesh avatars. The four Kumaras represents the Supreme Lord's opulence of knowledge. Narad represents devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Devotional service is also represented by Lord Chaitanya, who is considered the full representation of devotional service. In Brahma, the opulence of creative power is invested, and King Prithu is invested with the power of maintaining the living entity. Similarly, in Parshuram, the power of killing evil elements is invested. As for Vibhuti, or the special favor of the personality of Godhead, in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that a living entity who is specially powerful or beautiful should be known to be specially favored by the Supreme Lord. Examples of direct or Sakshat, Sakshat, Shaktavish avatars are the Shesha incarnation and the Ananta incarnation. In Ananta, the power of sustaining all the planets is invested, and the Shesha incarnation is invested with the power for serving the Supreme Lord. After describing the Shaktavish incarnation, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to speak about the age of the Supreme Lord. He said that the Supreme Lord Krishna is always like a 16 years old boy, and when he desires to descend to this universe, he first sends his father and mother, who are his devotees, and then he himself appears. All his activities, beginning with the killing of the Putna demons, are displayed in innumerable universes, and there is no limit to them. Indeed, at every moment, at every second, his manifestations, his pastimes are seen in different universes. Brahmanas. Thus, his activities are just like the waves of Ganges river. Just as there is no limit to the flowing of the waves of the Ganges, there is no cessation of various features of Lord Krishna's pastime in different universes. From childhood, he displays many pastimes and ultimately exhibits the Rasa dance.
It is said that all the pastimes of Krishna are eternal, and this is confirmed in every scripture. Generally, people cannot understand how Krishna performs his pastimes, but Lord Chaitanya clarified this by comparing the performance of his pastimes to the orbit of the sun. According to Vedic astrological calculations, the 24 hours of a day are divided into 60 dandas. The days are again divided into 3600 palas. The sun disk can be perceived crossing the sky in steps of 60 palas each, and that time constitutes a danda. 8 dandas make one prahara, and sun rises and sets within 4 praharas. Similarly, 4 praharas constitute one night, and after that the sun rises. And just as the sun can be seen in its movement through 3600 palas, all the pastimes of Krishna can be seen in any of the universes. Lord Krishna remains in this universe for only 125 years, but all the pastimes of that period are exhibited in each and every universe. These pastimes include his appearance, the activities of his boyhood and youth, and his later pastimes, including those at Dwarka. Since all these pastimes are present in one or another of the myriad universes at any given time, they are called eternal. Just as the sun is eternally existing, although we see it rise and set, appear and disappear, according to our position on the earth, so Krishna's pastimes are eternally going on, although we can see them in this particular universe only at certain intervals. As stated earlier, Krishna's abode is the supreme planet known as Golok Vrindavan, and by his will, this Golok Vrindavan is manifested in this universe and in other universes as well. Like Krishna's name, fame, and everything else directly connected to him, Golok Vrindavan is absolute and is therefore equal to him.
Thus, the Lord is always in his supreme abode, Golok Vrindavan, and his supreme will, his and by his supreme will, his activities there are all manifested at particular places in innumerable universes. And whenever and wherever Krishna appears, he displays his six opulence.
Hmm. So, as we have studied that how Lord So here, two of the first is indirect order. It's just like Lord is same only, but he incarnates. So here, Shesha and Anantsha incarnation. So that is given here that one is he is having the given the power by which he can sustain all the planets. That is Ananta. He is sustaining on his horse, and Shesha is in serving the Lord. So that is the power of serving. It is invested. So Lord is lying on him and he is serving. So that is Shesha incarnation. So Shakta, so these two types, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained him. There are two. One is direct and one is indirect. So indirect about Shesha and Ananta. Indirect who are there? Brahma, Prathu, Narada, Chatushkumar, Parshuram, Brahma. So that is given. And after that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to speak about the age of Supreme. So what is the age of Supreme Lord given? Uh, age is 125, but he appears as a 16 years old. So that is a speciality of the Lord, that he is ever youth, ever fresh, ever youth, everything. All the qualities are there in Lord. So when he has a desire, so he before he comes, he sends his parents, and then he comes later. So he advances as incarnation, and then activities are given. So he's killing all the demons. So his activities are compared to like waves of the Ganges river. So just like there is no limit to the flowing of the waves, there is no limit to the Lord's incarnation and his pastimes. So and they are called eternal. So how it is told that Lord's pastimes are eternal? Prabhupada explained. Huh? Correct. And the analogy also is given. Mm, 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 mm. That's why when we celebrate the Janmashtami, so we say that actually Janmashtami, that day was that day, But now also we are celebrating. Why? Because somewhere in some part of the universe, Lord must be, appearing today. So that's why his pastimes are eternal, his appearance are eternal. So he is, manifesting somewhere, giving his mercy to everywhere. So that is the Lord's pastime. That he is transcendental, he is divya. And and again here different units are given. How Vedic astrological calculations, 24 hours of day and night are divided into that dandas, 60 dandas, and then kalachas, and then there are uh, praharats. So, so all these calculations are there. We don't know also now. This is how situation that we don't know even 12 names of our this. Like we know the names of 12 months, but there are 12 months of uh, that is Vaishnava, like Tithis are there. Na? You see, there are 12 different months of given. All anyone knows all 12 months? How many knows? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. In general, this is a calendar in that also we have given. What are they? Ashwin? Ashoj? Ashwin, we say that. Ashwin. Okay. Will happen. So, when Sarvalakshan Pr was telling that this is our situation, we are in Bharat Varsha and we are admitting all the culture of Western culture. All these Western culture, these all 12 names are given by Western English calendar. That is English calendar. But in a Vaishnava Tithi, if you see now also, the Tithi names are with this months. So Kartik month and all. So names of the Lords are there. Even we put Tilak. So names of Lords are there. So somehow or other, that was culture that anything you do, you get remembrance of the Lord. That was there. And by pronouncing the name of the month, you get reminder of Lord. That was a specific. So unfortunately, we is not. So thus, Lord is always in his supreme abode. And yeah, here. And towards Lord, thus Lord is always in his supreme abode, Golok Vrindavan. And by his supreme will, his activities there are. So that is a mercy of the Lord actually. So we are very fortunate that we have given this knowledge by Lord Chaitanya, what he is giving us golden avtara. In Kali Yuga, so many problems, challenges, and sufferings are there. But in that also we are saved actually. So we should be every day. Rupa said, just put the picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in any part of the world you might be. Just put the picture of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in front of him, chant the name of Lord, worship the Lord, and do japa, and offer bhoga to him. You will achieve perfection because he is the Lord of this universe. So we don't need much. Just we should be happy for what have been got. Because Kali Yuga is very. Somebody may be doctor, but he has to leave his body. 2 days back, I had gone for crematorium. So one doctor left his body. So we went for doing kirtan, and we started kirtan, and suddenly I saw. I asked them how much time. I asked how much time is there for last rites. They said 4 hours. Then I thought 4 hours. Why? Then they said there are so many lines. Then I saw back behind there are so many bodies in line. So first time I saw so many bodies about to crematory, like in that. Finally I went. almost 5-10 times I have went gone, and that time only one body is there. But this time I saw tens of bodies there. So we hear now that so many births are happening. This birth and death is common. So then there I saw. And of course there was raining also. So because of that might be that the it's like the process might be slow, something like that. But thing is that seeing there, he was doctor and he was treating patients. But the death is for everyone. So uh, so we have to be very uh, means taking full shelter of the Lord. So once one Pandit was there, he was very learned scholar, and he was devoted to Lord. So, but he read scriptures, and he got the conclusion that I cannot approach the Lord directly. I have to approach through some guru. So he was asking the Lord, please give me some guru who can show me the way to reach you. So after a lot of intense prayer, Lord said, tomorrow morning when at sunrise you go to that particular place, that is a very quiet place, and you will see somebody who will direct you how to live your life and how to become successful. So he said he was very happy. And before sunrise only he went to that place and he was waiting. Now who will appear? Who is that? Who is going to guide me? So he was waiting, searching. Nobody was there. And suddenly he saw one tree, and below that tree, one very poor, very unsophisticated that person was sitting there. He was hardly having any clothes. All clothes were torn, and blood was coming from his legs, and he was in disheveled hair. So many. So he felt that, Array, this person, and I have told my Lord that some guru will. I thought some saintly person who was having kamandalu and with all this data everything. That will be my guru, but maybe no, I don't know. So let me try. He was, and he said, "Good morning." He said, "Never in my life I had a bad morning. I had all the good morning in my life." So he was shocked. अरे इतना सफर हो रहा है. He doesn't have clothes. He doesn't have any wealth, and he said that all day I have my good morning. So he said, "Wish you good luck." He said, "I have always good luck in my life. There was no bad luck in my life." So he was shocked again. Then he said, "Actually, I wish you happy. Uh, I wish that you become happy in your life." He said, "There is no unhappiness in my life. I am most happy in my life." So then, lastly, he says that I pray to God that He gives a lot of abundant wealth to you. He said, "I am the king." "You are king, and I don't need any wealth." "Okay, which is your kingdom?" He said, "I have conquered my mind and senses. That is my kingdom." See, you are having so much wealth, you have so much power, you have so much to do, but you don't have conquered your mind and senses. What kind of wealth you have? You are so poor. Then I said, "Okay, then what about your health and all?" He said, "Actually, I may be having bad health, but I pray to God that actually His remembrance is my greatest wealth. I am every time I am remembering Him. I am, my karma, because of my karma, I have bad health. That may be there, but I'm the most happy because every good morning is as soon as I get up, I pray to God. I remember God that is good morning to me. Every day I have good morning. Then I have greatest wealth because I conquered senses and mind. That's why we say, na, first sloka of uh, what is it? Uh, Vega mudaro Vega. Etan Vega and Yo Vishetadina. Sarvam Abhima. Prithvim Sashishya. He can make disciples all over the world because of control of all these vehicles. So that's the thing. So in Kali Yuga, to have that mind control and senses control, that is the most difficult, and so much internal uh, stress is there, anxiety is there. But in that, if we really want to become happy and peaceful, then so he had other conception that what will, how I will be guided, but and then he really thanked him for giving his right vision that uh, what is exactly we have to means how we have to live our life God consciously. So his externally his body was suffering, but internally he was enjoying because of that proper consciousness. So that is the purpose of Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said that our temples, our devotee association is meant to make us realize this fact that Krishna is our well-wisher, ever well-wisher. He is always there to help us. So many times analogy comes that how Lord has saved us in the womb of mother, then why will not save us when we are out of mother, out of womb of mother? Now he is saving. So just like a rainy season, we have to be prepared that there will be rain. Sometime now it is sun, but it's not sure that whole day there will be sun. In afternoon there may be rain. It's so much rain that you cannot go out only. That may be there. So that means this rainy season 4 months assured that there has to be rain. So we have to take care. We cannot blame the universe or we cannot blame the nature that why there is so much rain. Similarly, Dukhalayam Ashashvatam is told there is damn sure that there will be Dukhalayam. We may try to make Sukhalayam and eternal, but that cannot be. So we have to accept the fact and we have to try to make the solution for that. So that's why we every day coming together, reading Bhagavatam, discussing about Lord, chanting the name of God. So everything is meant for that only. So why these books are actually Prabhupada has written these books so that this we get proper knowledge, and through that proper knowledge we can really achieve the success of human life, because human life is like that human life is the rarest space, and we have got it. This body is like carry bag. It will be thrown. After that, taking out the sweet of that carry bag will be thrown. Similarly, Atma will go. The body will has to perish. But till the time we are in this body, we have to perfect our life. So no guarantee. Previously, son will not die before parents, but now it's happening because that ages that was the situation. That's why we see that story, that Arjuna. So that Brahmana is telling, how can my son die before? That means the king is not proper. King is punishable actually, because but now there is no protection from king. No, on the top there are so much exploitation from the kings or the government. So government is supposed to actually control the mind and senses of the kingdom people and give them facility for Krishna consciousness. That is the expectation. That was a ideal kingdom actually. Ideal, we say that Ram Rajya, but now that is not there. So we cannot blame that. We have to blame ourselves that we are here in this material world. We should have been in spiritual world with the Lord serving Him, but we ourselves have come here. It's on our blame, and now we have to perfect our life. So every day we have to take this very seriously. This opportunity given us to stay in temple and stay in the ashram of devotees and uh, remember the Lord, chant the name of Lord, and then there will be challenges and there will be problems, but in that we should be happy to be Krishna conscious. We should be happy to be having all these facilities. Then we can really get the mercy. That is called Tattenukampam. That shloka, the Brahmaji, that is the he's thanking for the Lord for suffering. So that is because he said that there is a token. Krishna has given only token of what I deserve. I deserve much more. So that is a proper consciousness. we can be Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, then we have to take how many births we don't know. But the time we achieve full perfection, we cannot go back to Godhead. So that is, but if we have that consciousness, then there will be like that will be the will be our heritage. We can, that is, we deserve to do. That is the thing. So that is the in a this BMS na, these boys, the children, every day they used to go to darshan, and then as soon as they go down to Prabhupada, they 2-3 minutes they have prayers. Thank you, Prabhupada, for giving us your temples. Thank you, Prabhupada, for giving us your books. Thank you, Prabhupada, for giving us the ascension of devotees. So they should do that consciously, and then they should go to the Lord. Then again there. So by seeing that, I was thinking that actually that is the ideal way every sadhaka should have. So recently our Halda Swami Maharaj had come. We said, if you really want to be Krishna conscious, so don't forget our first day in coming to spiritual life. How much we were eager, how much we were enthusiastic, how much we were desperate to take association of devotees and value everything we have got. Prasad, then opportunity to stay, so everything. So that's why if you have that consciousness all the time, then you can be Krishna conscious easily. Otherwise, there will be challenge. You have to struggle so much. So that is the thing. So Maharaj says many times, first year we are very enthusiastic, like PDC clearing, but after that, then we may slacken. But we should never think that actually I am very advanced now, and I am saffron, or I am taking initiation, or I am about to take now sannyas. So that should not be our consciousness. Our consciousness should be actually that I am first day in my spiritual life. I need ascension of devotees. I need to take shelter of Lord in holy name, in kirtan. That is there. That is the speciality of Kali Yuga, that they are giving us chance. That's why sadhus pray that I want to take birth in Kali Yuga, because Kali Yuga is the most rampant age. So many suffering, but there is a one special quality. What is that? Kirtana Deva Krishnasya, Mukta Sangha Param Rajat. So that's why, and we have got it now. Now only thing we have to realize it. So diamond, somebody get diamond, but he has to realize that that is diamond. Otherwise, you will break that peanuts and all with that same as like stone. But we have to realize actually that is diamond. Similarly, golden opportunity of taking spiritual life. So that we have got to take it very seriously. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande.